Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sergeant Cheetos, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys a better way on how to color and shade your drawings using Procreate Pocket. As I keep using Procreate Pocket and developing my knowledge with it, I'm going to go ahead and keep updating and showing you guys new methods and ways on how to do things using Procreate Pocket, such as what you guys are looking on screen is the drag and drop feature on how to drop color onto your drawings by using the reference tool, which I showed you guys how to use in my first how to use Procreate Pocket video. So this is going to be an update on that. So now that we have our basic layer down, which is what the reference tool helps you do, we're going to go ahead and show you guys how to do the shading. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and go to the layer toolbar, and we're going to create a new layer and sandwich it in between our solid layer and our outline. Next, we're going to go ahead and select the S tool, which is the select tool, and we're going to do the automatic tool, which is the little circle one, and we're going to go ahead and select the areas of the body that are orange. And the difference between the reference and the select tool is that the reference, all it does, it just doesn't allow you to color on top of the lines, but it allows you to color outside of them as well. What the select tool does is that those selected areas, no matter where you draw or color, you're never going to go outside of those lines, which works perfectly, especially when you're trying to add some shading. And one thing you want to make sure to do when you select the select tool, make sure to drag it as far right as you possibly can, so it colors as close as it possibly can to the outline. As you guys see, I took it past the limit, so I put it back a little bit. And that is because, like I mentioned, we just want to make sure we color as close to the outline as we possibly can. And the first step we're going to do for shading is we're going to go ahead and select the orange that we're using for Charizard, and we're going to select a darker value. That way we can use that as the initial layer for layering the shading. And what I like to use the airbrushing tool, and I like to use the soft brush to do my shading. And the settings I like to use the soft brush in is I like to use the size of it, usually around level 2. Which is on the right side, and the pressure, I always want to make sure to have it at 100, so I make sure it colors it in evenly. And as we lay down the initial layer for the shading, you always got to make sure to pick a light source direction, which is where you want your light to be coming from, which for myself, for this drawing in particular, we're going to make it coming from the right side, so the shading is going to be on the left side. And a new technique that I started to use to take my drawings to another level is adding a second source of shade to my drawing, therefore adding more depth to it. So as you guys see right here, I chose an even darker value of the shade, and I added it around the rims of where I currently had the shading in. And next, what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you guys what it looks like right here as I did the 2 layers of shading. As you guys can tell, there's a kind of nasty line that you can see where it clearly shows where each layer starts and ends. So the new technique I'm going to be showing you guys how to use is how to get rid of the harsh line by using the soft blend tool on the airbrushing tool set. And the way I like to do my shading is I like to start from the middle layer out towards the darker value. And what I always like to do is make sure I have the pressure set at 30%, which I feel is the perfect value to begin getting rid of those harsh lines, which I like to think about is sort of like when you go to the barbershop and you get a fade. You want to get rid of those initial lines that they give to you, those dark solid lines, and start fading it out, which is the same concept that I apply to this is as you drag it along and you put it up against the dark layer and the middle layer, you want to make sure to just start gently fading it out. And as that dark line begins to disappear, now we're going to do it going from the lighter value to the middle value. So right here, we're going to select the orange of Charizard, and we're going to start fading out that initial solid shading layer. And just make sure to keep your eye on it. As you guys can tell, it kind of smears it around and just gently fades it out. That way you lose that harsh line, which is, I feel like this took my drawings to a completely another level. And these techniques that I applied to the shading of the character, I'm also going to use for the highlighting, except I'm going to be using lighter values, of course. And I'm just going to go ahead and speed it through here and let you guys enjoy the shading process.
You expensive, yo expensive. From the wardrobe down to the extensions. You only want to shop at Vindy's or the LB's. Taking nothing else but mirror pics and the selfies. But I ain't kidding with ya. Like really, I ain't kidding with ya. Like ask about the future, but she got no picture. How could you be so simplistic? The type to stay at home when you're running out of lipstick. Oh please let's get past the makeup. You only make a man think you got something to make up, and you set your alarm about 100 minutes back. All this time to get your looks in check. She wanna eat but 3-star minimum. Do she know my wage is minimum? Oh no, she want the fast car like NASCAR, but I ain't got the cash for, baby, I'm not a rap star. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, I ain't got no dime, so baby, what you think? That cheese, that dough, that ring. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, I ain't no gold mine, so baby, what you think? That cheese.
Alright guys, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. And as we take a side-by-side comparison to what it looks like from just having a base coat on your drawing to adding the shading, and not only adding shading, but as well as using the fade tools and the extra tools that you have on Procreate Pocket to make it a little bit more realistic. And I hope you guys found this video informative and helpful. And if you guys did, make sure to smash that like button. It's a free and easy way to give support to my content, as well as make sure to hit that subscribe button so you guys can stick around for more dope future content. And until next time, guys, peace.